Do you find it appropriate if, like, you were talking to a girl and she's like, y'all are starting to get serious, and she's like, oh yeah, this dude, like, we're just friends now. We used to, like, how do you know each other? Oh, we know each other because we met on a dating app, but
And,
we're friends now.
No. Like what?
No.
No.
So, like, in a
You
relationship,
talking about like my girl was cool with the dude?
y'all are just starting to, like, get serious.
Yeah.
And one of her friends is somebody she met on a dating
I'm
app.
not doing that. I don't. Nah.
Do
We're
you
not doing
feel
that.
like
Is that how she is that how she presents it? That she met the nigga on a dating app?
yeah, she told, because that's how they met.
Yeah,
He
we
said,
not.
how'd y'all
But she
meet?
doesn't say anything else. She's just like, oh yeah, we met on a dating app, and then we became friends. Like that's the story.
Yeah, they never had sex, never did nothing.
I don't care. Nope.
Okay, so do you feel like when you're in a relationship, is it acceptable to get new friends of the opposite sex? So we started dating, you know all of my old male friends, I know all your old female friends. Now we go together real bad and I got new homeboys. Is that cool?
New homeboys. What you mean? From
New
where?
male friends. I'm just meeting male friends.
You don't just meet male. At my age, you don't just meet new male friends or new. You know what I'm saying? Like new female friends. You don't just meet them like that. Like it's not.
So
No.
it's not
Hey.
acceptable
It's
to
targeted.
be. It's not acceptable to be in a relationship
It's
and have a
purposeful.
new friend.
It's purposeful. The only way that they would have new friends is on like a business acquisition or something like that, or some kind of.
No, like I'm talking friend, tra la la. No business, no professionalism.
How do you do that? Like at.
I don't know. I was out of Pasha and I met him. We were friends.
No. What, a nigga? You went
Yeah.
to Pasha?
It depends.
And
It
you went to
depends on
Pasha
the
and met a
person.
nigga,
It
y'all
depends on the
cool?
person.
And I'm supposed to be going with you?
Cause like if I'm dating you and I know who you date, like I know what you look for, I'm gonna look at the friend and I'm gonna look at this guy and be like, is this somebody she would go for?
Not somebody she would go for. Now
If it's
what?
not somebody she
I
would
wouldn't
go
even
for,
care.
I'd be like,
You're too nice. So me, I was talking to my homegirl last night, and I'm like,
I mean, well,
bump
I've-
all of that.
I've
There are
been
no
that-
new friends.
I've been that guy, right? Who's friends with a girl.
And guess
then,
what
like,
happens?
a
You would
nigga
be
be-
that guy that she will not talk to until we are no longer together.
But like we weren't doing anything.
No.
Let's keep it a bean though. If they pop the question, you would do that shit though.
So
you know
these
what
are
I'm
my
saying? Like,
rules.
that's the thing.
But that's not fair.
Yes,
What's
it
not
is.
fair?
The
No,
fuck
it's
is
not
you
fair.
talking?
Every nigga is
what?
gonna
If
fuck.
that nigga
his
is-
gr-
if
his
that
homegirl
nigga is
say,
not
"Let me
gay,
fuck."
That's
He
not a
has
real
that
friend.
nigga has to be gay. That's
That's
the
not
only
a
way,
real friend.
bro. There's no
I
reason.
have-
I think it is a friend. It's
That's
just
not a real friend.
your male programming is gonna take over. Like if
No.
the opportunity to get some pussy come in front of you
That's
with a person who
crazy.
you deem as a friend, why would you say
Then
no?
that's not really your friend. Because, like, if you have a truly platonic friend, like truly platonic of the opposite sex, you don't even look at them like that. Like, it would be impossible. Like, my male friends, I know all of their business. Like, I've known most of them for over 10 years. I do not look at you as a prospect in any way, shape, or form. Never tried to kiss you, never tried to sleep with you, never tried to do anything. If you're telling me that you have female friends that you would sleep with, that means that you look at them as more than just a friend. I'm not sexually
I don't know
attracted to
about
any
it.
of my
I
friends.
just don't think that's how it works.
I think it's just male. Like
that's just
I
how
get what
men-
you're saying.
That's just how we look at it.
Because there are
like,
some women who I would never do that with, but at the same
Right.
time, it's like I didn't have
And they're your
girlfriends.
friends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for me, yeah.
So that's
yeah,
a real
yeah.
friend. If you have a friend that you would sleep
I mean,
with,
it's
that's
a
not
real-
your
it's
real
a
friend.
real friend regardless.
What I always say is, if it's like that for the guy, then is it also like that for the girl? Then the girl might want to sleep with you.
And that's not a friend.
I think it's.
That's not a friend. It's not a sexist thing. If you are attracted to your friend
so what
in
are
any
they?
way, that's not your friend.
So what are they then?
Yeah.
It's a potential prospect. Like you have some kind of
I don't think
sexual
so.
interest in them.
I don't think so.
I
This
don't-
is-
I
I
don't
wouldn't.
even
I
think-
would
I
never.
wouldn't call it
I would
sexual
never press the
interest.
question. Like
Exactly.
it would just never happen. Like I would never be like, hey, I would never do that, and I wouldn't trip if they never did that with me.
That's so weird. So did you see that post of that girl? I hope it's fake. But she had like a really long post on like either the Shade Room or something. And she said she was on her girls trip. It was like 5 of them. And I've never heard of girls trips like these. I've never been on a girls trip like this. Like I thought this was
The
things
chaotic joint?
men made up. No. She's like, so all 5 of us have known each other since high school. The first night we all hook up. Then the second night, we all hook up with other men that we've met on the resort. She's like, then the other night, we all hook up. Which I'm just like, this is disgusting and very chaotic. So then fast forward to her getting home, she's the only person that's married. Her husband finds out because one of the girls told her man. So now she's like, y'all are fake friends. And I'm just like, none of y'all are friends, first of all. Second, whoever snitched and told your husband is definitely
Plotting.
sleeping with your husband. And then she said that I think it was a comment maybe, because something was like,
What if
she
was
either
just a
slept
good
with the husband or
like,
not.
Damn,
was a
she
good
can't be a
person.
good person. Like that's kind of fucked up. You fucking on. But then again,
It's
if she
her
was
husband.
involved,
You would have known
if
that
she
before
was,
they
well,
got
yeah, that's what I'm
married.
saying.
If
If she
you
was
felt the call
involved,
of
you know,
Jesus.
I don't know.
Like,
I don't
what?
know. I
Maybe
don't
you
know.
wouldn't have ate the box. Like, I don't know.
So
Not participated.
they got together. They met dudes the second night, and then they had like an orgy the next night or something.
Yeah, and somebody took pictures and sent them to her husband.
Oh, she was plotting then. Yeah, she was plotting.
But that's disgusting. None of you are friends. Like, that's the moral of the story. None of you are friends. You cannot be friends doing stuff like that.
I think you can.
No, that's not your friend.
I think the word friend is it's not as.
I think we need a definition.
There should be a more specific version of that. I think platonic friendship makes sense. That's just, you know what I'm saying. Some friendships are platonic, some friendships are not. I think all my exes, we were friends. Like I still haven't contact with my exes, so we're friends. I don't have a thought of like, oh, I'm gonna pull up on you. Nah.
So do you feel like when you get in a relationship, you could still talk to your friends, like your female friends and female exes?
I've done that, yeah.
And so
well,
you're
not with my
okay.
exes. Not with my exes. I tell all my exes I'm with a girl right now. Probably not gonna have contact with
Anybody that I've ever been intimate or anything with, if I'm starting to talk to somebody and I'm taking them serious, I don't talk to anybody.
See,
like
not
nobody?
Healthy,
no,
that's not healthy.
Yes, it is
No.
because I feel like a shoulder to cry on.
That's not healthy.
Only because if we've already been intimate, there's nobody that I've ever been with that I can't be with again. So if I'm in a relationship and I know that door can potentially be open,
but who's opening the door? Are you opening the door?
Nobody, because I don't want it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't open the door.
That's basically, this goes back to what we talked about.
Comments are slick. So then if I'm having like an off situation, I'm venting to you as my friend. Now you throwing some shady stuff from the past. I just feel like that gets messy.
I mean, if you're dealing with somebody who does that, I wouldn't deal with them anyway. I don't deal with women.
What I would say,
I
would say is this goes back to what we talked about last time, where he was like, "Would you post your man?" and you said no. It's the same thing. Can you stand the fire?
Yeah,
like that's really it.
Can niggas stand the fire?
Why can't you be friends with somebody that you may have done whatever with, and then you've put them in a box where you're my friend now? We just talk. I'm not trying to be with you.
Because I don't see the purpose.
What I want to say is when it comes to
for a couple weeks, nothing changes. So clearly, it wasn't that big of a deal.
The problem with
who don't talk for a couple weeks.
The problem with this whole platonic friendship question that keeps coming up is, can men and women have a platonic friendship? And then the antithesis to it is always, well, if somebody offers sex. If somebody is offering sex, it is no longer platonic.
Right.
So then
if you're offering sex,
the essence of the conversation, if a friend of mine offered to have sex with me, it is no longer a platonic relationship.
Right, so it's not your friend.
It's immediately
so
cut
as long
off.
as
so it's not on me, it's on them. Like they cut it off by offering sex. Now, a platonic relationship to me is, I'm your friend. I'm not actively pursuing you. You're not actively pursuing me. We just respect each other as people, and we hang out, and it's cool. There's no, I'm just trying to slide in. None of that, right? When people bring in but if she offers you, it's not platonic anymore, because now the offer's on the table. You've changed the rules of the friendship. A friendship stays a friendship, like that. It's the same thing with like same-sex friendships. If a platonic friendship between a girl and a guy, and one of the people's like, oh yeah, you want to have sex, is no longer platonic. This is gonna be like, damn, are we gay or something now? Like,
yeah, if you're offering me any kind of sexual entity thing, we're not friends.
I would say, yeah, that they were plotting.
That's
I agree with that.
Yeah, but then it changes the rules.
I'm not gonna sit here and lie and be like, I haven't been friends with somebody and like I couldn't see an attraction. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's normal.
That's not technically your friend. I'm not attracted.
But I'm not pursuing. I'm not pursuing anything. I just realize that they're attractive. I think that's okay.
What is attraction? It depends on what is attraction to you, though. What is attraction?
Like, oh, you're pretty, or oh, you're handsome.
Like they look good. Like,
and that's
good.
It. That's the end.
You moving good. Shit like that. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
So you see good qualities in them.
Yeah.
Like you like their outfit, or you're admiring their ass when they walk by, because there's a difference.
Both. I mean, if you got a good ass, you got a good. Yeah.
So you'll ignore good qualities in a person, even if they're. So if you have a friend, it's a homeboy, but you think you wouldn't say, oh, he looks good.
No. So if I have a friend that's a homeboy, I could be like, your outfit looks nice, but I'm not looking at them with the intent of like.
But it's not.
You don't have to have intent to do anything.
No, listen to what I'm saying. I see it more as like, because I'm trying to figure out how to explain it. Looking at like somebody that's truly my male friend is like looking at them the same way I would my brother. Like I can look at my brother and be like, you are a conventionally handsome boy. Like you have nice features. That's that. Like the mind doesn't go beyond that. So with a male friend, I feel like I can acknowledge like, oh, I like your outfit. You look nice. That's it. Like that's it.
I don't
So
know.
no, it's not the same as like, oh my God, look at his body,
I
as
can
the
like
equivalent of look at
separate
their
that.
I
ass.
can't. I know. I
Because
think
it's
it's
like
different. Because like
with women, when being friends with women, like they'll say, "Do I look good?" or "Do you think?" Like when they come to you with relationship problems or asking about like not being able to get a dude, it's like, "Yeah, you look good." Like it's, I can see the I can see where you would
But
be
that's like
attractive to
that's what
somebody.
I'm saying is like a
Not
sibling. You
like
could tell a sibling that they're pretty. You know if your
like
sister's
I'm
pretty or
not sitting
not.
here and saying
but
like
I've also seen my sister in like
I
her
would date
worst.
you.
So it's
Like
like
yeah,
I've seen. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
So it's
You look
like
good today.
so cousins and all. Like I've seen you ugly as hell. You
So,
feel
but
me?
that's
Like
what I'm saying. Like with family, you know if you have a bad cousin that you're like,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
or a
yeah.
handsome cousin that you're like, yeah, I know. That's how I look at a friendship. Like there's no possibility of there ever being anything else. Like that's weird. I would never even think about
Well, if
that.
you're thinking about a possibility, then yeah.
But what I'm saying is it's the equivalent of looking at an aunt or an uncle. Like you're pretty, you're
Yeah,
handsome.
no, I get you.
But there's never anything else.
I don't know. It might be just a. I say as men. I mean, I don't know. It might be different for men. For me, like I said personally, how I carry myself is I have women friends I would definitely do that with, but I would never pursue it. Never. You know what I'm
They're
saying?
not your
Like
friends. You're lying in wait
not even
for
lying
the
in wait.
opportunity to pound.
Why would I lie and wait? I'd have to press the issue.
My thing is, yeah, why not? Just
There'll
I'm
be
press
a
not
the
time.
issue?
scared of. I'm a
There'll be a
nigga. I'm not
time.
scared to
No,
press
no,
no
There'll be a
no.
issue.
time.
There doesn't need to be a
I'm-
time.
I'm
You can
never-
press if you're friends with a woman and you want to sleep with her. Chances are you could press the issue.
I'm not. I'm
again.
not scared to press no issue.
Like,
Like that's my thing.
she's
So
gonna
if I
give
don't
you an
press the
answer.
issue with you, it's like I don't pursue that. I'm not pursuing that.
My,
You're attractive. You know what I'm saying? Like you're right. So, but I don't have the need to feel like I need to do something with you at this moment in time or any time in general. So it's like,
she's like, nah.
but your qualities outside of your beauty or whatever I see on the surface it trumps that. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather us be platonic,
Friends.
yeah, than me pursuing any kind of sexual relationship or any kind of like just regular relationship. So that makes more sense for me.
You've had a friend that's leveled himself up, right? To get into to being able to sleep with you or something. You ever slept with a friend you gave a friend something before?
No.
I feel like you said that in like one of the early episodes. You said it was a dude who was trying to be your friend, and you gave him a chance. And
But we weren't friends. Like I knew he liked me, so that's not the
So
same.
I
I'm
thought-
talking about like just straight
yeah,
up
that's
friends.
what I'm saying. You've never had a. Well, then
Not that I can think. No,
I don't know. You're very.
I'm very black and white.
Yeah, I was
I'm
about to say you're very
very-
rigid in everything, right?
Yeah.
It's
I'm very
it's
black and
very
white.
interesting.
Literally.
It's like
Literally.
That's fucking funny.
It's one way or another.
you're very rigid. Like
I have
don't-
some gray areas, but it's really, really hard for me.
I feel like it's. I don't know. I feel like that's not great.
What, black and
That
white?
you- well, like yeah, like
I'm doing the best I can.
Well, I'm
Right?
I'm talking specifically what you said. Like you're cutting off everybody if you're in a relationship.
Yes, because I feel like that's respectful. There's no man that I've ever been with that's like, oh yeah, it's great. Go have all the male friends you want.
But like, what's the point of being with somebody who's insecure?
I don't think it's that they're insecure.
That's
I think
definitely
it makes
insecurity.
sense. Like, I don't know, maybe because I've been married before, but it's very different. Like when you're in certain relationships, there's not a need for that. Not to say that it won't happen or it doesn't exist. Like I
Well,
have
but
male
you
friends who have gotten married,
You need
but
friends
like,
outside of a. You need
and
community.
I have them, but I have female friends.
Yeah, I
like,
mean, that's
or
fine, but
male
like-
friends that are married, and then it's like you can know their wives, their husbands, whatever.
I don't know.
But to just be hanging out with a bunch of niggas when you have somebody, that's
No, it depends.
Hanging out with a
on-
bunch of niggas is different than like
it's
knowing
not
a
like
out
nigga.
with-
five at once. But I'm saying if you have five,
Well,
male
if you got
friends,
5 different male friends, and you rotate and hanging out with each one. Yeah, like I guess it'd be like, damn.
you always with a
But
nigga. Like that's
I don't know. It depends. Your friend. It depends on your friend. Does your friend respect your thing? Right. I have
It-
friends who got married.
If it's a friend that doesn't have a spouse or a girlfriend, it's gonna be really hard for me to make this. Make sense.
I have female friends who got married, and I used to hang out with them all the time before they got married. They got married. I said, all right, I'm going to put some space between us because I want to respect your marriage. Because I want to respect your marriage from the outside, right?
Yeah.
And that's never really been a big deal. Like it's their husbands have never been like, oh, I don't like Tyler because you're talking to him on the phone or something like that. As far as I know, at least.
They're definitely arguing about it, for sure. For sure.
As far as I know, I mean,
You're getting thrown up in her face every time.
You're not.
She complain. He complains.
We had this
about not
conversation
having a
though.
female.
That's
For
not
sure.
happening over here, cuz like it's just not, bro.
There's not
no way.
realistic.
Hell no. I don't care how long y'all knew each other for. Like, what the fuck?
Now I have some like childhood friends that I don't keep up with them, but if I see them, it's all love. Or if I see them on
I don't know,
social
I'm-
media, it's all love. But I'm not texting them or hitting them up. And maybe that's the thing. I don't drop my friends. I still support them, but I support them from a distance. Like we're not gonna be going out getting hookah
Yeah,
and drinking.
and that's what I think.
not
I
gonna play,
respect that.
like,
Like I had to
no.
tell a friend that before. Like she got a boyfriend and her boyfriend didn't want to do everything that me and her used to do. She's like, well, let's just go out and do just me and you. And I'm like, no, you have a boyfriend. No.
And you over here trying to act like you don't know what I'm talking about.
Who, me? No, it comes down to the person.
I'm worse than him though. I would do it anyway. If that's not your
You would
husband,
do
I don't
what?
care. Like, let's go chill. Fuck it. I'm not gonna do
That's
nothing.
not respectful. That's disrespectful. I would sound like a hating ass bitch if I said that. Oh, you have a girlfriend and she don't like me? Okay, let's hang out anyway.
At the end of the day, though, whose responsibility is it to keep the relationship solid?
He said he don't like you. But like, if they say they don't like him, okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't say nothing like they don't like him. I would do it. I think if
as far as I know, none of them have ever said I don't
try
like
to respect
Tyler.
people's relationships, and I don't care. Like it's one way or another.
If somebody ever said, "Hey, bruh," like if
I have
any
a
of their husbands,
every time he gets a girlfriend, he goes ghost, and I know he got a girlfriend because I see it, and he disappears.
That's what you're supposed to do.
But that's what I'm saying. I agree.
Yeah.
And he comes back. I'm the only constant. He comes back
because he's single. He's single. It's time to come. I do that shit too.
I'm like, can
they
you
know.
get a girlfriend that like I like?
They be like, oh, you must be single. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, shit.
If I hang out with you,
we was cool.
If I hang out with you every week, and then I get a girlfriend, I'm not gonna be hanging out with you every week. I got somebody else that
I'm hanging out with
way more of my time. Yeah. At the end of the day, I don't believe in the idea of your
so you do the same thing.
I don't cut them off though. I still talk to my friends. I'll still hang out with them. I'm not gonna hang out with them at the same frequency that. Like, there's gonna be adjustments.
It's a change.
Yeah, there's gonna be a change. Like,
and then it dwindles.
So you were assuming I was like, you said cut them off. I'm not cutting anybody off.
But it's the same thing. Like, I just break the Band-Aid. I'm just not reaching out.
No, cutting off is like, I'm never talking to you until I'm out of my relationship.
I mean, that's probably next time.
I do the same. Like, I'm
not gonna cut them off. I'll just,
I still support you on social media. I like your pictures. I make sure that I'm very strategic. I'll like your pictures with your spouse.
But I've drawn back a lot of my interactions with my female friends anyway. I used to talk to all of them like almost all the time. And
I feel like as you get older, the opposite
as I've gotten
sex
older,
dwindles.
I kind of pull back because it's like I don't really want to
hang around a bunch of girls.
No, it's just I don't know if I really have the time to talk about nothing.
They be talking.
you know how it is.
I don't have time to talk about nothing all the time.
So now, as y'all know, we're talking about how we respect relationships as, men and women. And this goes into our topic of the day, which is values. I'm your host, Kells. Next to my host, Ashley.
Hey.
Next to the boy, Tyler. And this is Bridge ATL. You know what I'm saying? It's been an interesting 2 weeks since the last time we recorded. It's hot in Atlanta now. You know what I'm saying? It's not really cold anymore. I'm out here in the shorts. In a minute, thank God. It's gonna be a hot summer. Pretty sure it's gonna last for like 6 months. Because it was a long winter. For some reason, we don't have spring and fall anymore, for whatever reason. We just have
September, October.
That shit was cold, like straight cold. It goes straight from hot.
Halloween was so
cold.
Nice.
October was back and forth.
You sure?
But
look,
90.
There's no middle though. There's 2 days of like middle.
Global warming.
And that's it. There's no middle. Like if there's every middle is like 2 days and then it goes straight to fucking scorching.
Yeah.
Global warming.
So it's like, but yeah. But anyway, once again, we talking about values. So yeah, value. Then you have values, right? Obviously, the idea is what would you say values and value would be like efficiency? Is that like the best way we can actually determine or talk about values and value?
Time. Mm-hmm. But then values, like, is it values you see in a person, values you have as a person? Like, which way are we going with this?
I mean, you can go morals. I think you can go, value in terms of like even buying and shit, right? Like, is this worth? I mean, worth.
I don't see value in designer. Let's talk about that. Did you see that Lennox BS?
The Swatch
I
AP.
see zero value in that. That's stupid.
There is no value in that.
So, do you want to know something crazy? And you guys are definitely going to judge me. Somebody was like, oh, they're waiting in line for the new AP, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, why are they waiting in line for a $30,000 watch? Why don't they just call their jeweler
$300
and get
it ordered?
So this watch is $400.
$400.
Yeah. You didn't know that.
No, like that's why I said that you're definitely gonna talk about me. So I was like, why would they not just pay their jeweler? Like if I'm spending $32,000 on a watch, I'm not waiting in line like it's Jordan's, right? So I was genuinely confused. And she was like, yeah, I don't know. Why didn't they call their jeweler? So I look it up and I was like, $320 to $400, and they were jumping all over each other. And the craziest thing is, It's not a limited edition.
It's not a limited
As a
edition.
reminder, y'all, Ashley is just too rich for us.
I am not. No, because when I heard,
call your jeweler is not the first thing
When
I
Call
would
your
think.
jeweler, nigga.
but when,
What are you doing?
No.
Call your fucking jeweler.
Why are you not calling your jeweler? Like, come on, bro.
when you hear AP, like, I don't think wait in line. Like, I feel like that would be like, oh, I waited in line for like a Bentley. Like, that doesn't sound crazy to you? Like, that's when I heard it, that's what I was thinking. Like, why would you wait in line? Like,
Yeah.
and then when I realized it was that watch, you know what it reminded me of? G-Shock back in the day.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I don't see value in that. Like, for one, there's no resale value. For two, it's not a limited edition. And
Well,
why?
there's resale value because there's some niggas buying it
But it's-
at exuberant
4,000.
prices.
But I think it's fake demand now because y'all don't know how to act. Like,
Yep.
if everybody would have stayed in the house, not fought, maybe, I don't know, ordered it online.
Well, they're not available online. That's why they were all
Waiting 3 days outside is crazy.
5 days. Some
Yeah,
people.
some people
In
waited.
New York, they waited 5
Some
days.
of the
They didn't even know
locations-
what the watch looked like yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what that is? Culture vultures.
Psychosis.
Yeah. It's the reseller, like the reseller market
The scalping market.
is horrible.
Yeah.
I also don't find value, and well, that I don't find value. I don't like things that everybody else likes. I don't think that that's valuable because then you're not different.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see value in spending a lot of money for things you can't use.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, the Olsen twins, since we're gonna talk rich, the Olsen twins are being dragged because they use their Birkin properly. So the Birkin bag was created because the designer was the owner was sitting next to, I think her name's Anne Birkin, and she was complaining about she's an artist and she has all this stuff because she had like a knapsack.
Right.
And he was like, oh, you need a purse. So he created the Birkin for her. And it was meant to be worn and tattered and old, not in a freaking shelf in a case. So, yeah, I don't see value in that. Like, why would you spend $32,000 for a purse that you're scared to use? $40,000, $50,000, $80,000. I think the ostrich was $120,000.
But they got like fuck you money. Like, so people are mad because they're able to do things with shit that they can't do.
Then just don't buy it. Like, I don't personally care for like Louis Neverfull and stuff like that because it's made with garbage bags. So like, what's the purpose?
It's what's it called?
Louis the Neverfull, the big bag that everybody
Yeah,
has.
the fat ass bag. It's made out of garbage bags.
It's made out of like plastic shopping bags. Like, think Publix, like when you leave.
Oh shit!
Like, it's not real leather. It's not made with
Let me
genuine
look
leather.
this shit up. You said it's called Never Bag.
Neverfull.
Neverfull.
Louis Vuitton Neverfull. So it's like, I don't see value in that. I think if you're gonna,
This is really. Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
This is what these are called.
yeah, it's not made.
Niggas gonna be like, you don't know what that bag? Hell no. Why the fuck would I know what this shit is?
It's not made with real
There's
leather.
no way. You saying this is made out of public shopping bags?
Yeah. And
Are you
then
talking about? So which
it's
one you talking
plastic. It's plastic. It's not genuine leather. So you're paying $4,000 for a bag that's plastic, and then when it's wearing down, you're
about? This
mad.
is kind of cheap for a bag, though. Is that why?
$4,000 for
It says 2,000 on here.
So $2,000 for a bag that's made out of the same thing as this that I got for 10. That's, to me, that doesn't make sense when I could pay 1,000 and have 100% genuine leather that's gonna last and gonna be here.
You might as well go to Canal Street.
But regardless, I just feel like, why? So I don't find value.
No,
in
there's
that.
no value in that. No.
I don't see value in certain brands. I don't think they carry that anymore. I don't know.
I mean, that's the idea of consumerism, capitalism. A lot of things are inflated for human consumption. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we are consumers. Anywhere you go, I mean, obviously China is running that game the most. I mean, I think they export the most.
And I want to be clear. I love stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I love
Like,
stuff.
Like I buy shit.
Yes, I have more shoes than I should. I do not believe in minimalism. I believe in buy
But you
everything
recognize the idea of people like just overspending in certain ways and just basically, right? Is that what you're saying?
So no, I feel like spend your money on what you want. Like, there's this stove that I'm in love with, and it's like $100,000.
But you want it.
Yeah.
You want that motherfucker. Yeah.
Yeah, like I find
there-
value in that.
So I have a homie who's big into shoes, and he knows. He's like, bro, I probably shouldn't buy these shoes, but I love shoes so much that, in my opinion, if I buy it, it makes sense for
Yeah,
me.
because
And I
that's
agree.
what makes you
I kind of get
happy.
that. Yeah.
So I don't ick somebody's yum.
Yeah. That
but
part I get.
I do think that there's a problem when, like, I know that I have a certain taste in certain aesthetics and certain things that I like, but what I'll do in my girl math is, like, if I've budgeted for this and I can find it cheaper, then I can buy more stuff. So, like, if I like that stove, but I can find one that has everything that's similar but maybe a little different, and I can get it at half the price, then I can buy like 4 more things.
Yeah.
So that's,
No, it makes sense.
yeah.
I mean, I would ask, are values inherited or are they learned?
No, I think it's your personal preference and what you like. Because the things my mom values and the things I value are very different.
Completely different.
Yeah, I'm very materialistic. I like nice things.
Have
She
you?
will look crazy and be okay with it.
Would you say you looked at somebody else's values and you learned some things from their values and you decided to take on their values as well?
No, I think I've seen certain things that people don't value. And then it's
Then you
like,
decided to value that because it's like I feel like you should value that.
yeah, like this is going to be sentimental, I guess, but like I value time with people.
Yeah.
So like I know that we're only here for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
So like for me, talking to my grandma is very important to me.
Mm.
So I call her every single Saturday and Sunday, regardless of what's going on. And if I can't talk both days, I at least talk one of those days because like that's what I value.
Yeah.
Like I value spending the time that I have now with somebody versus being in my feelings after, like, oh dang, like expecting them to be here.
Mm-hmm.
So like little things like that. But I know some people are like, it's fine. But I'm like, even, and this is where I guess I get analytical with it. Like, let's say I only talk to my grandma once every weekend.
Mm-hmm.
That means I only talk to her 52 times in 356 days.
Yeah.
So like that, I think I hold that to a different value. Showing up for things, like I feel like when some people are like, no, you don't need to do this. Like, yes, I do. Like I try to show up for birthdays. I try to show up for certain holidays, even if it's not important to me, because I know that that's valuable to you.
It's valuable, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you got to hold those things. And it depends on the person. You know, like you said, some people don't really hold those same ideologies. They might think it's okay to not see their parents and shit like that
Yeah.
For a long period of time. I would say I probably those things. I feel like it's both when it comes to inheriting or learning. I think it just depends on you as a person. And the question is, when it comes to values, like how do you weigh which value is important and how it isn't?
I think your upbringing. If you grow up poor versus rich, you're going to value food. You're not going to throw food away.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You're going to penny pinch a little more.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to overthink the cost.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, well, do I need this? And then normally those end up costing you more in the long run because you didn't fix it when you needed to.
Mm-hmm.
Versus somebody that's wealthy isn't going to see the value. Like, I don't like it, so I threw it away. Like, okay, it was like a $10 coffee, but it was gross. I'll just get another one. It's just a different problems. So I think what you have a lack of too as a child.
Yeah.
Like my parents I didn't grow up the wealthiest. So like I didn't have all the clothes and shoes that I want. So as an adult, I have all the clothes and shoes that I want. If I see it, I like it and I get it because I can.
Right.
So to me, that's what I value. So I think what you have a lack of and what's missing. Okay. And then what you want, like if you're super materialistic, then your values might be different. Mm-hmm. If somebody buys you a $20 watch, you're not going to value it because you want the $100 watch.
$100,000 watch, yeah.
And then you miss out on the empathy that they tried.
You miss out on the actual of them giving you the gift instead of just,
right.
You're pricing something, you're putting price on something that was supposed to be sentimental. That should be priceless, so your values are messed up. So do you think values today are worse than they were back then?
Back when? People have no values.
Right now?
I don't think so.
Do you think they ever had values?
I don't think people value themselves as a person enough, and they value material things.
Absolutely.
So I guess maybe that would be extremely judgmental of me, so I take it back. I don't think people have the same values I think they should have.
I think both of what you just said is correct. I think people don't. They just don't get. They don't understand. I don't think they understand the concept itself of values and value.
But then I think that negates what I said earlier, because if I truly do respect people's values, whether I agree with them or not, I cannot say that you don't have the right values because we value different things.
What if they're ignorant of certain values and just value itself?
But that's just I think that's icking somebody's
young.
Like
what if you learn them? What if you teach them something?
I don't think you could teach people certain things. So like let's use Ruby Rose for example. She's been talking about OnlyFans and how much money she makes. Mm-hmm. While I think it's extremely wild to get on the internet and sell your body for money, she may think it's extremely wild to go to work every day for money because she definitely makes a lot more than I do. So it's like, because she has different values than I do, I can't say what you value is wrong. because she's content in her life and she is happy. So just because I think she should do something else, I don't think that's my place.
Would you say that certain values can be at the detriment of other people's values?
Not if you mind your own business.
So I mean that's what's happening right now in politics. I mean conservatism versus liberalism is literally that concept of two values being
But
butting heads.
if you mind your business, then nothing's bumping heads. Like if Erica Kirk never got on stage and told girls at a college who are now in debt that now their only value is to cook,
Cook,
clean,
clean, and all that. Yeah.
and be a housewife, if she minded her business, then she wouldn't be coming for those people. Like you have to mind your business.
Mhm.
Like then there's no headbutting. Because if you're racist and I'm not, okay, you keep your values to yourself, I keep my values to myself, there's no issue. Because now we're not arguing. Because that's where the arguments come from. I'm right and you're wrong. So no, if you just shut up, we would have a lot less
But
problems.
people never mind their business. That's not human nature.
But if we respected people's values, if we could say, you know what, I love that for you, but that's not for me.
Mm-hmm.
Just stay over there.
Oh yeah, that'll never happen.
But we would have a lot less issues. Like imagine how many. For me, I don't get into arguments or get into things with people because I don't care. Like what you eat doesn't make me shit, so I genuinely don't care. So if you let people just be, what would there be to fight about?
I mean, greed and jealousy and shit being.
But then nobody would really be greedy because the greedy people would be over here and the other people would be over here. Because realistically,
but the greedy people want what those people want over there anyway. So it's like.
But do they?
Yeah.
Like, does a millionaire want the same thing as somebody that makes $20,000 a year?
Do they want that?
Do they want the same things?
Kinda. They end up wanting it at some point.
I don't think so. Like when I talk to my grandma, we have completely different values. She's like, I love my apartment. I could live here for the rest of my life. I'm good. And I asked her, I was like, if I bought you a house, would you move in? And she was like, no. Like I love my apartment. I love my area. I love where I'm at. I love everything's accessible. She was like, I come stay with you, but like, no.
Because like wouldn't the idea of gentrification be like the rich people wanting what the poor people got? Or like favelas even?
I feel like gentrification is because it's cheap. And it's just like, but why is it for sale? Right? That's other issues.
Or like
it's not like they're just
oxtail and lobster and shit like that. Like these were considered poor people shit. And then rich people got a hold of it, and then the market.
I think that's capitalism. I don't think that's people. That's I can make money off of this. I can profit off of this. Like I don't think
you can profit on anything. You know what I mean?
Right, but I think that's not a value. That's a company saying this can increase my bottom line. Cool.
That's value.
But I don't think
they found value in that. That's what I'm saying. Like that's where values and value come in. It's
so
like,
are you doing this like personally as a person or financially?
Because
I think that's a separate conversation.
I think some of them come hand in hand. I think both come hand in hand. I mean, I think if you have moral values and you decide to, it's basically like picking money over, like selling your soul, right? Like if I'm going over here and you talked about Ruby Rose.
But what is selling your soul? Because what I think selling my soul could be different than what you think.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, these are the questions, right? So how do we determine the weight of value, or certain values and value, right? Like
how do we say what's good and what's bad? This feels like a high conversation.
It is.
What came first, pink or blue? Who said blue is for boys and pink is for girls?
It's a high level philosophical question that's been talked about
chicken
since
or the
beginning
egg.
of time. Yeah, it's one of those where how can you tell me what is better than this, right? Like it goes that far.
Technically, we can't. But for me, because I'm a little judgmental. I might not say anything, but
You're supposed to be. I mean, we all are.
But
a little.
I think on the scale of things, right? There's a general rule of what's wrong, and how I view it is if you don't see anything wrong with what you're doing, then it's fine. If you try to hide it, that's a problem.
Okay, yeah.
So like, I feel like it kind of goes back to like our lovely president and all the accusations, right? Like, if you genuinely see nothing wrong with being a grown man sleeping with a child, then why are you hiding it? Because morally, you know what's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like certain things like don't lie, but then it's like, okay, if you don't lie, are we talking about Santa? Are we talking about do you look fat? Or are we talking about like don't lie to hurt someone?
Mm-hmm.
So for lying, we'll say don't lie to hurt someone. Don't kill. But then what does that look like? You did it first, so I do it. You're going to hurt me, so I did it. So don't kill within reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't cheat. Don't steal. Don't hurt kids.
I mean, that's always been the
old
question.
people.
Yeah.
Or women or children or pregnant people. Like,
it goes everywhere. I mean, it's like when you look at justification in terms of just doing anything like criminal, like why did they do it? I mean, that's why we have like a justice system.
They gentrify because black people are cool and we make everything cool.
We basically do. I mean, I feel like
So
minorities
he's
in
talking
any.
about justification. It sounded like he said gentrification.
I thought he said gentrification.
Oh, no,
No,
I said
he's talking about
justification.
justification.
Justice
It
system.
sounded like he said it
Okay,
too.
I'm
I
like-
heard
But that's
it
facts.
too,
But that's
That's
facts
why
though.
I'm like-
But that's facts
Because
though.
we're cool, duh. Like, what do you mean?
But that's facts though. But
It's that, and I mean, they want to just take whatever we got. We can take something, turn it from nothing into something.
Chitlins, y'all gentrified
Yeah.
that right on
Have they?
there. Chitlins were like $50 one year because it was like 3 years ago. It was so nasty.
all
I
it
called
takes
my
is one
grandma.
TikTok.
It was
Honestly,
TikTok.
Honestly, y'all can have it.
I agree. I think everybody should
Have
eat
y'all had it?
them.
When's the last time you had some chillin'?
Never.
I had chitlins when I lived back when I used to live in Miami.
You
'Cause we used
actually
to
ate
eat-
them?
Yeah, I used to eat
So
sauce.
you've never had them?
No.
We used to eat sauce.
What is that?
Sauce is
Chicken
like
sauce?
it's like a soup. It's like a southern soup, like a gumbo adjacent. It's like hot sauce, broth, pig ears, chitlins,
No.
all that,
Just stop.
in like a bowl
No.
with like a bunch of hot
You
sauce.
lost me at pig ears. Like, that doesn't even sound like what nutritional value are you getting from that?
You getting no nutritional value.
None. Yeah,
I mean,
pork is just not good for you.
It just got banned
At
in like
all.
4 other states, but I'm talking about water and hot sauce. Like, what are we doing?
gumbo.
That's not how you make gumbo. I made gumbo. That's not how you make it.
I mean, you probably make some kind of like super healthy fucking GMO, non-GMO gumbo. Like, do you not?
I mean, I don't think so.
You make like a regular gumbo. You make like a.
I use all the right ingredients, just, chickens with no antibiotics and like the normal size chicken breast, not the sausage.
So you make a
shit,
regular
clean
like
them.
fatty gumbo.
I don't
Like
know
I said,
about fatty.
it's gumbo adjacent. It's not like
I don't
gumbo.
know about fatty.
I mean, you got to think
Not
about
seeing
it.
the oil on top. I'm not trying to die.
You ain't got no oil in your gumbo.
No.
Okay.
The natural oils. I'll make some that you can see, but no, you're trying to die.
We're gonna see.
You're trying to. You don't want to live.
Well, you're not
supposed to.
making seafood gumbo. Isn't gumbo typically seafood based? Or
Yeah, with like
Depends on
shrimp.
what you want. You could do shrimp.
I just know it's got okra in it, and I do not like okra.
I ain't got nothing. Well, I like okra, but I can't eat the seafood joints because so make me whatever. But yeah, and today I want to talk about values because the AP thing. You actually brought that up. Just watch AP, which everybody went crazy about. Mind you, at the same time in which I see everything go viral about a Swatch AP.
Nobody's voting.
Say it again.
Nobody's voting.
They took literally took voting rights away. And before I say this, because I think people think
They're rezoning in Georgia. They
Rezoning.
took Democrat
They
and Republican
rezoned
off the ballot.
and Tennessee.
They
They're-
rezoned in Texas. They're breaking all of the laws, and I saw my people out there.
I'm talking about they're doing the shit that MLK
Y'all
and
were
them
not
was literally
voting.
they was literally out there marching for. Y'all don't
I
even
feel
know
like,
this
why
shit.
can't we multitask? Why can't we vote first and then go do that? Because they don't value voting, and we can't tell them what they should and shouldn't
I think
value.
it's ignorance too. I think we're like I think a lot of people that we value as black people are compromised. And I don't think we understand that. Drake released, and everybody's talking about Drake released over this type of shit. And I understand niggas want to hear Drake, but at the same time, the energy needs to be put towards these motherfuckers taking y'all civil rights away, or at least attempting to do so. I seen a video about these two super white. I ain't gonna say super white. They were white, super country dudes if you seen them, you probably would have thought they were racist or some shit, but they're not. But they were like, and they said something very profound. It was when the government decides that they want to take something that black people have away, they do it quickly, like immediately.
Snatch.
As soon as the Supreme Court did those rulings, Tennessee, I want to say in like a day, started rezoning, redistricting.
Because they don't want black people to have a voice. And this is kind of why it annoys me sometimes when it's like, if voting doesn't matter. If voting didn't matter, they wouldn't have cheated in Georgia. If voting didn't matter, mailboxes wouldn't have been blown up. If voting didn't matter, they would not be proactively trying to not get people to vote.
And I think people who say that, and there's a lot of black celebrities that say that voting doesn't matter.
Because they want you to stay home.
They're compromised. They have money. They can say this kind of shit because they can withstand.
What
the fall
doesn't
of anything
matter
that
is
happens.
black women's reproductive health. They die at the highest rate. What doesn't matter is black people being incarcerated. What doesn't matter is weed charges. Because all the people that it was supposed to get are got. The crack epidemic. Everybody ended up dead or in jail. Now crack is gentrified. Like, come on. Don't look like that. They were in a congressional hearing talking about doing crack. Talking about doing crack. Whitney said crack is
saying
whack.
crack is gentrified
Like,
is just crazy.
It is gentrified.
I would not
cocaine,
want to like.
Cocaine is gentrified.
There was a
Cocaine's
lady
gentrified.
on TikTok bragging about how she was a dental assistant, would go and smoke crack in the closet and then come out and fix people's teeth. The man that's over, what is he over, health or health?
Gentrifying crack sounds like it's like, oh, they taking it from us.
Hunter Biden said crack was cool. It wasn't that bad.
They can do. White people can do cocaine, no problem. Black people do some little crack. Oh, they crackheads. Put them in jail.
Those are two separate drugs.
White
people are doing crack,
drugs, but
it's the same. At the end of the day,
it's the same drug,
same brick.
But
it came from the same brick. You know what I'm saying?
They look at black people crazy when they do coke too, and it's not cut cleaner anymore. That's the fentanyl issue.
Fentanyl.
What I'm saying is Hunter Biden gentrified crack. White people have gentrified crack. They talk about it like it's a blunt. Like, why are we hearing about crack in the Oval Office? Like, it's not past the
because these are the caliber of people that we allowed to get into the office. That's really what it comes.
Because y'all didn't go out and vote, and y'all out here chasing APs.
Because
we got literal crackheads.
To bring this back to the conversation of values, right? It's just people had their values fucked up. The thing about values, because you guys were trying to, you were talking about where they come from and what they are. The things about values is like they're determined like how good and evil are determined. It's based on the person. Values is strictly based on a single individual's ideals and everything. Now, are there things that can influence it? Of course. Religion is a huge factor in what built the values that a lot of people actually have today, right? So like she ran down the list of like, don't lie, don't cheat, don't kill, don't steal, all of that. That's all biblical, right? So we had a system in place with religion that kind of built that. But now that I think in 2026, there's so many different religions, there's so many things, and then people are like straying from that ideology and kind of forming their own, and people are looking at what other people are doing and they're building values. It's all coming down to like idolization is what's causing the values to, change up, switch up. So when it comes to voting and making a change, do celebrities actually see value in voting? They don't, because it doesn't get them more money. If voting got them more money, yeah, it's easier for them to tell you don't vote because they probably won't mess with them. Well, they got money.
So that's the thing. Like they have the
they
insurance.
value money over their culture's rights. Yeah. But that's why I feel like you can't tell people what's right and wrong. It's like because then we get into like religion, because then it's a matter of like, what do you believe in? Who's to say what I'm doing is right and wrong? Crossing the road
without looking both ways is the right way to do it. You're gonna ask me, why would you say that?
Right.
Now I have to explain myself, and it's still up to you to say no, that's not right. I'm going to do it however I want to do it.
But that's different because that's something you can prove. We're talking about, like, who's to say that like, voting is right or wrong, because then you could have...
that's something you can prove, too.
But you can't, because
you can't prove it, like, as soon as you can prove crossing without looking.
But what I'm saying is,
you can prove voting works.
But that goes into personal values, because then you have an old Uncle Ruckus person that might say, these people don't deserve the right to vote. So then it just keeps trickling down to people's beliefs. Because there are people that believe, like it's still in the Constitution, that black people are, a third of a man. So there's people that don't value us as people. And then that's us versus saying...
We value that, not we. The government values the old values a little bit too much. And I think values have to update with the times.
But then again, you're telling people that what you value is more important than what they value.
What is the question?
Because who's to say what's right and wrong?
How do you measure? That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you measure? What's the barometer of all value?
If a value is good or bad?
I feel like you can't, because it all goes back to religion.
It all goes back to yourself, right? Like I said, good and evil is determined by whoever wants to determine it.
It's determined by collective reasoning. That's really what it is. That's why you gotta think about it. Like, slavery was okay back then because, collectively, the majority of the people that lived in the country felt that
this is okay.
And that, you know what I'm saying, it's based upon, and I think the people
this really folds into what we talked about last episode with cancel culture, because like you said, it's all based on
basically you got to get enough
how
people on your side.
To determine
and that's how cancel culture works. Like you snowball.
How do you create religion?
Yeah.
Have everybody believe in the same thing. So what do y'all? I mean, in terms of value. Tell me some of y'all values and value that y'all have that might be different from others, if y'all have any. Can y'all think of any on the spot that y'all like? I think about this and other people don't.
I value vacations and travel.
You think people
As
don't value vacations and travel?
Nope, because I have a few friends that do not like to travel. They would rather just be at home,
That's
and they
true.
do not want to leave.
That's
Like
true.
they think it's
But
wild.
they do value having time away from work, right? Like they want to have, like, are
Yeah,
your
but time away from work for them could be like sitting on their couch.
you value the fact of like actively going somewhere.
I
Like,
value learning about other cultures and seeing other places. So I love to travel. And then with travel, I value experiences over, I guess, looking like I'm having experience. Like zip
I feel like that one
lining.
you probably would be surprised. There's probably a lot of people who share that similar
There's
value as
so
you.
many homebodies.
When
I
you
feel
think
like
about people who like go backpacking, think about how many people who go backpacking. Those people value culture and
Yeah.
learning. If you're a backpacker, you value that. I
But
just
there's
saw
not
a
a lot.
video of a dude who's like traveling. He was trying to travel from the United States across the world and back home without taking a flight.
Around the world in 80 days.
Not in 80 days though. He's
But I'm
like he
saying,
was
like, that's
taking
what it's
boat. Yeah,
given.
he's taking
Like,
boats and cars and all kinds of stuff. So
But it's also money. You know what I'm saying? I think people don't have the funds to really travel like that. Traveling costs. It's expensive.
so then you might not value travel because you can't afford it and it feels unattainable. So then you don't like it.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, they probably never done it. They don't have the money. I know people who've never gone really nowhere out their state for real. Like they just don't have the funds to really do it.
I don't know any that are weird. What do you guys have? I feel like
I don't think I have any.
alone time and peace.
The ones that I think of are like pretty standard, right? That's I
I
think
love
that's
alone
standard. I
time.
think having alone time is standard.
I feel like some people can't be alone.
Some people cannot be alone. No.
I love being alone and I love my peace. Like anything that I feel like is gonna disrupt my peace has to go. Like I love feeling like
No, I feel you on that.
I feel like some people
I
like
feel you on that
chaos.
one.
Like
I
they
like- I like-
operate in chaos.
Some of the best times was when I lived alone in a state by myself, and it was like, it's
Like
just
I
me.
love that. And for some people that's terrifying. They're like,
Yeah.
I could never pick up everything and just go.
Mhm.
Like I've done it like 3 times. I love
You
it.
pick up everything and just go?
Yeah. I didn't know anybody when I lived in Florida. I didn't know anybody when I was here. I went on 10 countries by myself. Like I don't care.
Or you be just going solo dolo?
Yeah.
I don't think I can do that.
I love it. Like
I
I love
want
traveling
to be
alone.
able to do more like
I
events
don't-
by myself.
I don't like going places or doing things by myself. That's true. Yeah.
See?
I'm not
I
gonna
Like
lie.
I
love
would
it.
want to be able to go to like parties and stuff by myself more. I feel like I don't get out the house enough. So
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I love being alone. Like I can go anywhere by myself. I don't care.
I don't know. I don't think I have any crazy values. You got some?
Not that I know of.
I think it'd be. I think I think they'd be more controversial if you really had values that don't really fit within societal norms.
Yeah.
I don't know what values like the only I don't have them, but I'm like trying to think of like what would be a crazy value, and they're like just something outside of societal norm.
I'll say I value being nice to people that have disabilities,
A lot of people do that.
but they don't. I just had an
I feel
experience
like
with
a
this
lot.
man.
You want to know why I say that?
Why?
When a fat woman posts a picture of herself in a bikini, everybody in the comments is like, "Oh my God, you look so great."
Yeah, but that's not
That's
what I'm
them
talking
trying
about.
to be what, but she's not disabled.
So
but
there was this boy.
That's them trying to be
there was
nice
this- there
and
was this
valuing the
guy-
niceness to her.
No, I don't think so. I think that's people trying to just be inclusive and make people feel okay.
And that's a value to them.
But what I'm talking about is somebody that like visibly doesn't look like everybody else, or is outside of the standard, or maybe is like has Tourette's, or looks different.
Same concept.
People are not though. People are really mean.
No, people are mean, but people are nice. There's people like I literally see it all the time, especially on Instagram. There's people with disabilities.
But what I'm talking about is real life. So like last night, I went to go get a pizza. The young man that was helping me had special needs. I could
Mhm.
tell. We're talking, and he just starts to go on a rant. He's talking extremely slow. The guy behind me is irritated because he's ready to like go up.
Mhm.
So I move aside to talk to him. His other coworker starts to kind of yell at him. And then the manager is like holding the door open so I can leave, and is visibly frustrated and is like, "You don't have to talk to him." And I was like, "I know, but like he was talking to me." So I continued the conversation, ended it, and then I thanked him and I thanked the manager, and then I left. But the manager was very upset. And I feel like it would have been a different encounter if he was flirting with me or something. But like you hired the man,
Yeah,
People
you
are
hired
not
the man. You kind of know. Yeah, at that point, I kind of get it.
So that yes, that will happen. I do think people do still value people with disabilities. You might not see it as much nowadays, but I've still seen people help. Like you'll see somebody in a wheelchair, somebody will make sure they cross the street right. Or like, do people even help old ladies across the street anymore?
No.
Do ladies cross the street like that anymore?
I don't think so.
They got the electric.
Yeah, or they just don't be outside like that. They be in the
Yeah,
crib.
Or they have a
yeah.
caregiver.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's
Wheeling
like,
around.
but I do still see moments of like humanity, as we would call it, humanity's like good features. There is a lot of that though.
I seek it out on the internet. 'cause I
The
don't see
reason
it.
I say that I think of the internet immediately is because I just noticed that it's because it was essentially like a joke I would make where it's like, oh yeah, if I was like super fat and I post a picture online, people are gonna be like, hey, you're so confident. We love that.
But it's
for you.
become performative.
Or like you can post just a regular picture and like you're in your head it's like, oh, I just felt like posting something. I don't expect people to come. Then people just out of nowhere because of how you look, they feel the need to dump on all of this extra niceties and everything. People with disabilities,
but that's not
they do
real.
that
That's
too.
because it's performative. They feel the need to be nice. It's like when somebody's like, "Oh,
But I think in their heads,
record me paying this homeless man." Record.
Mhm.
It's performative.
It is performative, but I think in their heads, they're thinking it's. I think people have deluded themselves into it becoming a like diluted value. Where it's like, well, anytime I see somebody like this, I need to put it out there. That's what it seems like. I don't know. Values are built interestingly enough on social media with virtue
I
signaling.
value telling little chocolate girls that they're pretty.
No, yeah, that's
Every time,
that's
like,
Yeah, I can't say
every
that's
time I
weird though.
see
That's
them.
a good one. Like these are
Yeah.
good. Like we need a weird one.
And, I mean,
like a one that's like what?
I think one thing I've seen on social media is that people look at black people for values anyway. I think they look at
Got
our
weird
moral
values.
compass as a community, especially on TikTok. You'll see a lot of minorities look at us like, well, the black people said this, and they were right. That is real shit. Like you be seeing that shit on TikTok all the time. Like yeah. I mean, we kind of
We've been here.
yeah, we've been through all of that shit. I think our moral barometer
we've been here.
as
Like
a-
We're just
we
good
know.
people.
yeah, our
Like
moral
if I
barometer
see
is-
girls with curly hair, I value telling them that their hair looks good, especially if they're little kids, because I want them to love their curls. Like
I value calling people out when they do some problematic shit, regardless of what you look like.
facts.
Regardless,
you value what?
calling people out when they do some shit that's
That's fucked up?
Yeah, like
But
a
what-
lot of. So the reason I say that is because a lot of times you'll see white people do some crazy shit. You'll see black people do some crazy shit. Asian people, Hispanic people, and people try to like skew it where it's like only this one group does it, or like this other group does it. I value the fact that we look at people as a whole. I value looking at people as a whole instead of like breaking them down into their races.
into blocks.
I try to, and this is, and a lot of people will say, well, you should, put us at a higher value or whatever, right? But it's more so, I'm looking at the whole picture. Like, I understand that this is the picture they put us in, but I want to still be able to see the whole picture to truly understand what we need to do to fix this. So, for me, valuing the a more holistic worldview instead of like a very focused one.
So what matters more? Having values or having value?
In today's world, having value.
Having value?
I tried to Google weird values and nothing comes up.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing. This man said milk with dinner. I'm like, this
That's
is
pretty
not what
fucking
I'm looking
weird.
for.
I mean,
My mom
for
made
me,
do
I
that
would,
growing up,
you know what it'd be?
but I don't think
well,
I
not for me.
value that.
It's calcium.
I could come up with a weird value. Somebody could say they value being able to look at porn. Like,
Why would that be a value?
Freedom.
that's the thing. Freedom, yeah. Freedom of, yeah. Matter of fact,
But
that
you
is a
can't just
value
do
that
it.
people have
But-
because, Pornhub is like banned in
It's
certain
banned and like
states.
yeah.
And
But
there's a
how
lot
is
of
that
things.
a
There's a lot of
value?
some people want to be able to.
That's not like
value-
a preference.
No, that's a value to
It's
some
value.
people.
Being able to smoke in your state, that's a value.
Yeah,
Some
smoking
people-
weed,
Some people think that's cool. Yeah.
Shit, being able to smoke crack.
Being able prostitution. Some people
yeah, that's a good one.
That's
Actually,
a value.
being able to
Being
sell
able to
your,
buy-
being
being
able
able to buy.
sell your body however you
being
want.
able to buy, yeah.
That could
some
be a
people
value to
Some
people.
people
There's
value that
people
shit.
who go out of the country specifically for
And
that.
we know this. You know what I'm saying? People
You
go to
talk about the
Colombia.
passport bros
I
all
just
the
don't
time.
think about it as a value.
because
That-
values
But-
have a
yeah.
positive
It's not a value
connotation.
for you. It's a value for them.
It's a value for them.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
people have different values.
So now I'm trying to think like maybe I do have
values
weird
are not black
I
or
value
white.
organization.
They're not bad or good.
Is that
like,
a value? I
No, that's
value
regular.
I value my spreadsheets and
That's
my
regular. You
my
value
storage containers. Like I value order.
That's regular.
I value
Nobody's
order.
gonna look at you sideways for that one.
I can't. Yeah, I don't have any good ones.
Like if you say I value being able to punch a bitch.
Bro, I just said that. I said you.
But
should
you can't really do that. But like you
I
value.
would value being able to punch someone in their face once a quarter. 4 times a year. That's all I'm asking. I think
we're getting into wish territory.
I would value that. I really would.
Like a value would be.
I would value that.
A value would be like we're trying to make them sound good, but a value could really be anything. Essentially. I value I could be like I value being able to walk outside in my underwear.
I value horror movies.
I value being able to be naked in public.
I don't know.
I mean, obviously, I think the main value or great value everybody has is being able to be alive. I guess. You know what I'm saying?
value my freedom as a woman here in this country, even though it's quickly trying to escape me.
It's quickly.
You value the illusion of freedom that we have.
I do. I love it here. I value my Delulu bubble
But I think
and the life it affords me.
To live in this world is an illusion anyway.
I think it's more important to provide value.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then she sees value as it's more important to have value than have values.
Yeah.
I think in today's world, your value is very much what determines who you are. I think it should be the other.
That's your credit. That's your credit.
Yeah.
Your social is literally your social credit.
I see you playing the game instead of
how valuable are you? There's literally a monetary
start to value
evaluation.
like when you have good qualities. It's like okay, now I'm gonna be a good person.
Because what's the first thing people do when somebody gets popular or famous on social media? What is such and such's net worth?
Oh,
everybody wants to know everybody's net worth.
I mean, I think that's just so they know how much respect to give you. Or
exactly, which is your value is based on your value.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like if I go online, like I kind of respect popular people who are more like frugal. They seem more frugal.
I'm gonna respect you based off of the shit you say.
But plus
what kind of shit do you be saying? What are your actual
if
values?
I see somebody who's speaking some shit, but they seem like they spend a lot, I kind of be like, what's your
But why does it matter if they spend a lot? Like then I feel like you're just in your business.
Like I feel like the reason why it's like a pattern. Like I see people who kind of flaunt their riches, but they talk like morality and shit.
That sounds broke to me though. Like what do you mean?
It seems like they have a grift.
But
like
somebody that goes to work and works
so
should
like
be
Andrew
able
Tate, you're like
to spend their money however they want.
You're kind of it's just a pattern. Like the pattern of people who I've seen that do this. It's not necessarily like every person. Just a pattern.
So you're saying more like if you're telling me to live below my means.
No, not live below.
You don't.
No, if I see you presenting in a moral way, because of the pattern of people who I've seen do this on the regular, I kind of think.
Give me an example of a person, because I feel like the way it's coming off sounds like you're pocket watching.
He just said it, like Andrew Tate.
What does he do? The man that was accused of raping women.
Yeah.
What does he do?
I don't know exactly.
He did.
He has organizations.
He just did a bunch of like hate speech about women, but like what did he preach that wasn't in alignment?
He had like a prostitution.
Like the manosphere. The manosphere. That's what they were based on.
He's one of the. He has like a pot. Does he have a pot?
The manosphere is based on that ideology.
But what does that have to do with what he's buying?
You know what I'm saying? When they look, you're thinking about the consumption of stuff. I'm talking about like the presentation of how they're doing it.
Well, you said how much
because of the pattern. Because of the pattern. Remember, because of the pattern of people who've done this online.
So you're saying more of like the math ain't mathin'. Like as you're pretending like you're renting a jet, but you're saying you own it.
No, not even that. Just they're saying, yeah, you should go out and you should, exercise and, brush your teeth.
But I got lipo and a BBL and veneers.
Yeah, you should go exercise.
But that's just being a liar. I don't think that's value. That's just you're lying to sell.
No, I mean, like when people speak upon things like morality and shit like that, but they present in a way that's like very expensive or whatever. The pattern of that seems to be a grift. Like I'll see them next week with a fucking crypto rug pull or something like that. That's what I mean. That's why I say I value people who don't really.
I don't think Andrew Tate ever pretended to have morals though. So I think that's where I'm getting lost.
Oh, he absolutely did. 100%.
When?
Just because they weren't good morals.
What were his morals? Like I don't. What was his morals?
He's the manosphere guy. He created this
all the manosphere guys.
He's part of this whole
like
trad.
Level, yeah.
Maybe I don't know what that is.
Well,
what
like,
is that?
Red pill.
That's
everything that's red pill. Where it's like you need a traditional woman. You're supposed to be a man. You're supposed to be the person providing all the money. You're supposed to be.
I agree right now. So what's the problem?
That's just one example.
Well, that's just the basic, right? But his morals are.
No, you had me up to I don't know what's missing.
No, but it's red pill, right? Red Pill. What is Red Pill?
Go
Do you
watch.
know what Red Pill
No,
is?
fuck that. Go watch. Justin Thoreau. Is that his name? Is Justin
I
Thoreau?
think so. Yeah.
Watch his. It's on Netflix, right? Watch the Manosphere on Netflix. Look at this. You like
It's
documentaries?
essentially
I'm about
just
to watch this AI documentary.
Crazy. But
What
yeah,
AI
watch the
documentary?
Manosphere. Watch the Manosphere
It's on
documentary.
Peacock.
What's it called?
The AI something. It just
It's
came out.
about AI.
Yeah, it's about the creators of
OpenAI
AI.
and all
yeah.
that. So the Manosphere, just as a quick
What's this dude's name?
Justin Thoreau.
as a quick thing, the Manosphere is all the red pill ideology. So think Kevin Samuels. Andrew Tate is one of them. Think like the looks maxing thing, the clavicular now and all that.
You guys teach
So
me
it's
so,
like-
No, it's
many
not just
new,
Thoreau.
so many new things. Like I
It's,
don't know what that is.
Red
not-
pill ideology is that a
Oh, it's
woman,
Louis Thoreau. Damn, Justin Thoreau.
woman
It's
should
Louis Thoreau.
be. Isn't Justin Thoreau like
Inside the
an
Manosphere.
English dude, like a
Yeah.
So
British?
The Manosphere is. It said the key ideologies are anti-feminism.
Yeah, women should be in the house. They should be seen, not heard.
No, it says feminism and the push for gender equality have marginalized men, claiming that society is systemically biased against them.
Yeah,
So they're at a disservice being a man because women suck. Okay. Hypermasculinity
Mhm.
promotes strict gender roles, arguing that men should demonstrate extreme emotional control, accumulate material wealth, and assert physical dominance. To me, that sounds like a financially abusive and mentally and physically abusive situation. Self-improvement versus radicalization.
So don't
Standard
have
advice
ideals,
on
just-
fitness, mental health, entrepreneurship. However, experts know that this advice is often paired with extreme beliefs and gendered information that can be pipelined to radicalism.
I'm surprised you've never heard of Manosphere before.
She
Why would
has.
You heard
She
of Red
just-
Pill?
She has.
From you guys, like I don't,
She
I
has.
never.
She just never experienced it. Remember, we taught her what incels.
I mean,
were.
this is one. These are one of the things that have allowed Trump to get the presidency. Is literally this type of ideology. That was one of the pieces of the pipeline that got young men to vote for him.
Yeah, I don't even know what this is. Like this is wild.
Values. They value. These are one of their.
And those are his
values.
morals. His morals were build yourself up like this.
Exactly.
Men
like
are
that.
disadvantaged. Oh, so basically, this is like the white women crying that white men have it so bad. It says red pill is
Yeah.
believed that men are disadvantaged by a society that favors women and feminism.
Yeah.
Leave it to
So
leave
men,
it to the
there
men
are
to be
men
the
that
victim.
believe that women who want more in society, women who want to be CEOs and all that.
We
is-
need to talk
is
about that.
wrong.
We need to have a whole episode on that because my friend and I just had a conversation last
About
night
what?
about men versus women and what's allowed and not allowed. So like it blows me that as a woman we're just taught to like, well, just give him your number anyways so like you don't upset him. Like, you know, you can just block him later.
Well, I think
like
we did talk.
I think we
about
did
that.
talk about that.
Because I think I said that was the episode where I just kept saying there's two concepts in life: the way things are, the way things should be. We always talk about the way things should be, but unfortunately, we live in a world where this is the way things are.
this is wild.
And there's not much you can do about the way things are besides like complete systemic changes.
I've always said that women need to keep weapons on them more than men. 100%.
Mhm.
And they need to be strapped up way more than like we're strapped up, but y'all need to be known to be strapped
Y'all
up.
be strapped up and don't know what to do with it.
I think everybody be strapped up and don't know what to do with it. That's the
think?
thing. Yeah, hell yeah. What?
I think there's a lot of people with straps that don't know what
That
to
have
do.
no idea what to
That's
do
why
with
so
that
many
shit.
people die.
Exactly. With
Look
guns
at
on them.
look at what happened with this Chud the Builder dude.
Who is that?
You seen that shit, right, Kel?
You know I've seen it. Come on now. You don't.
We have completely different algorithms.
Chud the Builder, I didn't even know about him until the whole accident happened because one of my homies was like, yo, bro, who is this guy? He's a streamer who goes around, calls black people slurs on stream. Straight up. He got into an altercation with a black dude who he was starting with. The black dude punched him. He pulled a gun on. The Chud dude pulled a gun on the black guy, shot him multiple times in the stomach, and shot himself somehow. So nobody died.
Sounds like a zero crayon situation.
But he's now in prison, or he's in jail, pending charges of like attempted murder and all kinds of crazy shit.
I love my bubble. Every time I get new information from you guys, it just I don't
I don't
need
know
it.
though. Your bubble weird.
Ashley values her bubble.
I love my bubble.
We all
She
should value our
values
bubble.
her piece.
Y'all tell us about y'all value and values in the comments whenever y'all see this.
Yes.
Today has been the Bridge ATL. We have other topics in the future, obviously.
Like, comment, subscribe, give us some topic ideas.
throw
Right
them up
in.
there. Say that we don't know what we're talking about. Those are the ones I love the most.
I don't. Y'all can stop
I
telling
like
me.
those.
Just like it.
Google search is out there for everything that we say. It's real simple, but
Make sure you guys are going out and following all of our pages, checking us out on all platforms.
all
We are on
platforms,
everything.
podcasts. You can listen to us while you on the roads. Crazy.
You can
work.
follow us personally too.
Yeah.
We are on everything: TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook,
Lemonade,
Blue Sky, Lemonade, everything.
We're on Lemonade. That's crazy. Bridge ACL, host Kell, host Ashley,
bye.
boy Tyler in the background. We'll holla. Peace.